Hysterical, hysterical Christine Hodge.
Fear is not funny. Not when you're going through it, at least. The racing heart, the sweaty palms and pits, the trembling knees. I spent hours of my childhood feeling just this way. Wasted nights fraught with fear. I still remember my mom trying to assure me that I was safe, tucking me in, patting my head, and saying, "There's no such thing as the boogeyman, sweetheart." The boogeyman? You mean they named it? Even as a child, I did not fall for that one. Why would you name something if it didn't exist? But I allowed my mother the comfort of comforting me while I secretly added boogeyman to my ever-growing list of things to be afraid of. Spiders and snakes were at the top of the list. Specifically, spiders and snakes coming out of the plumbing. One documentary on Discovery Channel and my peaceful trips to the big girl potty were over. I still remember the frame of that tarantula crawling up over the rim and the snake sitting coiled in the bowl. Oh. That same documentary actually ruined blankets for me too. Can't imagine how, can you? Well, let me set the scene for you. A man innocently taking his laundry from out to dry, and while unbeknownst to him, a black widow spider crawls across the back of it, and then we watch as he makes his bed with death. Oh, the horror. Yeah, no blankets for me. I'll take one sheet, double and triple checked for arachnids, lay it as smooth as I can, lay as flat as a board, and then I will watch. And any crinkle or whisper of movement was highly suspect, and it would send shivers up my spine. Or maybe I was shivering because I was freezing. But either way, I didn't get a lot of sleep in those days. Let's see. What else was on my list? Oh yeah, the pool. Yes, the pool. Though, to be clear, it wasn't exactly the pool I was afraid of. I could swim and splash and play with the best of them until it came time to get out of the pool, and I realized I might be the last one in the pool. Do you know what happens to the last one in the pool? Me either. Thank God. But I always imagined a cold hand reaching up to grab my little foot, to pull me down to the turquoise depths and a watery grave. And I'm clearly not alone in these imaginings. Have you seen the movie Night Swim? I haven't, for obvious reasons. But I saw the previews, and that was enough to earn this fear a top spot on my long list. Next on the list was Tag. Yes, Tag. Absolutely horrifying. I don't know why, but rather than suffer the panic that came from being chased or the fear of, yes, peeing on myself as I ran, I would just give up, stop running, and surrender, much to the joy of whoever was it. Speaking of it, that movie scarred me for life. Showers, sinks, public toilets, really any drain became the bane of my existence, and my inability to shower with the curtain closed became my mother's. When I explained under duress why the floor was soaking wet after every single one of my showers, I was outlawed and banned from ever watching scary movies again. But that sadly did not stop me from my self torture. Scream, Chucky, Goosebumps. I watched them all at friends' houses, from behind my fingers, unwilling, terrified, but forced by a much greater fear. The fear, no, the terror of not fitting in. So I suffered, going with the crowd to every scary movie as it came out. Jeepers Creepers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, that Tooth Fairy one with that creepy ghost that would hide in the corners, that was allergic to light, and it would go, "Wah." You know the one. Yeah, they were fun in the theater with your friends or outside chasing each other around the parking lot, but terrifying later at home, alone, in the dark. The only way I could get to sleep was back-to-back episodes of Friends and a really good nightlight. But still, and sadly, these fearful afflictions followed me into motherhood, where I would use my little children as human shields against the scary dark, taking them with me anytime I had to go outside at night, racing them out of the pool. Yes, I did that. Once we were playing dress up in their room and I heard a sound from the closet, and before you could say scaredy cat, I was out of that room, leaving my shocked children behind. Good thing they are tougher than I was. They say to face your fears and they will leave, and that may be true. But I still say run. To every horror movie heroine as she trances up into the haunted house, or swims slowly out of the pool, or showers with her eyes closed. Who does that? Run, run, run! Thank you, Madam Contest Master.